Budgeting, budgeting, budgeting. We all hear about budget this, budget that. Oh, go on this budget, go on that budget. But question is, are you using the 50-30-20 budget? Are you? Today we're going to talk about the 50-30-20 budget and why you should use it. What's up? I'm Brandon Young, and on this channel I teach you how to make, save, and invest money. So if you're new here, your first time here, be sure to go and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. So by far, one of the biggest tips that people have told me on how to save money is to create a budget. But there are certain budgets out there that you should use. Now, the 50-30-20 budget is a budget that I feel that everybody should use because it allows you to pay for your needs, your wants, and still have some left over to put towards your savings and emergency fund and to pay off some extra debts if you can. Now, this is separated into three categories. We have the 50, which is the needs. These are things that you absolutely need to pay for. Without them, life won't be as great. These include your bills, insurance, stuff of that nature. Now, the 30% goes towards your wants. So these are things like you can splurge on. So this can be going to the movies, paying for restaurants, stuff of that sort, going on trips. Now, the 20% is going towards savings. So this includes Roth IRAs, 401ks, emergency funds, and also putting a little bit extra down if you want to pay some more money on debt payments, stuff of that sort. So how exactly do you do this? I mean, we have separated it into separate parts, but how do we do this? So your first step is to actually figure out what your after-tax income is. So this is the amount, not the complete amount, but this is the money that you get after taxes, after they take the Social Security out, the Medicare, wherever your state is. This is after they take all those taxes out. And when you finally figure out how much that amount is, you want to limit yourself to 50% of that total amount of income. Now, I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but I know you can do it. The way you can limit this is by trying to cut down on certain costs of things, try to change different providers, seeing if you can get a better rate, but you want to limit this amount to 50% of your income. Now, after you do that first part with your needs, the second part is you want to do the same thing with the 30% of the rest of your income for your wants. Now, don't go out there splurging thinking, oh, I got another 50% left over, so, I could use whatever is left over on my wants. No, you got to remember, you have to allocate that remaining 20% towards your savings so you can save up for your emergency fund, your Roth IRA, your 401k, just trying to save up. Now, although you have that 30%, please try to use it wisely. Don't go out there splurge on a $500 belt, depending on how much you're getting paid. Don't use all your want money on things that don't make sense. I'm absolutely not saying that no one should have great and nice things, but you don't want to go ahead and use all your money on one specific item. That money is supposed to be allocated for your whole entire list. So try to save it and splurge it in the right places to make yourself happy. So last and final step, when you have that last remaining 20%, you want to put that towards your emergency fund. This is going to be the fund just in case anything bad happens. You can go into that fund and pay for things. You want to be able to go put money in towards your 401k, your Roth IRA. You want to be able to take that money, invest it into things or ventures that you have your eye on. And lastly, you also want to be able to put a little extra down on some debt repayments. Now, depending on your situation, you may need to go and dip into some of the other categories to fulfill some of the needs. So if you, for whatever reason, can't afford some of the needs, feel free to dip into the savings percentage or to dip into the wants percentage, but mostly dip into the wants percentage because it's not as important as your needs and your savings. Now, honestly, budgeting is very important. It's a cornerstone to making you successful. So if you don't have a budget, I recommend that you start one. And if you haven't had the chance to watch this video, be sure to go and watch it because it's going to show you how to make a budget easily and seamlessly. Do you have a budget? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go and hit that subscribe button and hit that like if you learned something new. I will see you in my next video. Peace.